So the general long-term trends of evolution are roughly these five: ubiquity, diversity, specialization, complexity, and socialization. Now, I took that and said, okay, what are the long-term trends in technology? And again, my question is, what does technology want? And so, remarkably, I discovered that there's also a drift toward specialization. The idea that machines are becoming biological and complex is, at this point, a cliche. And I'm happy to say I was partly responsible for that cliche, that machines are becoming biological, but that's pretty evident. So the major trends in technology evolution actually are the same as in biological evolution. Differences, diversity, options, choices, opportunities, possibilities, and freedoms, those are all basically the same thing. And those are the things that technology brings us. That's what technology is bringing us: choices, possibilities, freedoms. Humanity is our greatest invention, but of course, we're not done yet. We're still inventing, and this is what technology is allowing us to do, is to continually to reinvent ourselves. It's a very, very strong force. I call this entire thing, us humans as our technology, everything that we've made, gadgets in our lives, we call that the technium. That's this world. My working definition of technology is anything that useful that a human mind makes. It's not just hammers and gadgets like laptops, but it's also law. And of course, cities are ways to make things more useful to us. So I would like to say that while there's 6 kingdoms of life, we can think of technology basically as the 7th kingdom of life. It's branching off from the human form. But technology has its own agenda, like anything, like life itself. For instance, right now, 3/4 of the energy that we use is actually used to feed the technium itself.